Tonight, celebrity dragon Simu Liu is back.
All right, what you got?
I really don't want to let this go.
And business is booming.
I decided to pioneer a new category in the health and wellness space, honeyseuticals.
Honeyseuticals. Why hasn't anyone else done this?
I don't know.
Well, get ready for them to copy.
I wanted players to feel confident knowing that their product was backed by a Canadian national champion himself.
Oh my God, get in like a hot jump.
I'm not going to get into a ball.
Help me!
So I have a spray, and my mouth is getting really dry. I feel a little bit nervous, excited to get it over with because public speaking is a fear of mine that I don't particularly like doing. But I know it's important. I have to do it and prove to myself that I can do it.
First in the den, a marketing consultant from Ontario looking to capitalize on his social buzz.
Oh.
Love me some honey.
Sweet.
Hi, Dragons. My name is Marco Spitsakakis. I'm 25 years old, and I'm from Milton, Ontario. Today, I'm seeking a $150,000 investment in exchange for a 10% equity stake in my business, Be Better. Be Better was inspired by my grandmother, who growing up would make all different kinds of teas for all the different ailments me and my sisters had. This is what inspired me to go back to school and study botanical medicine, where I discovered something shocking. The vast majority of beneficial compounds found inside herbs are actually not water soluble. In other words, when you consume them as a tea, you're not consuming the full potential of any given blend. This is why I decided to pioneer a new category in the health and wellness space, honeyseuticals.
Honeyseuticals.
Yeah,
Such a cute name.
honeyseuticals utilize the natural properties of honey in order to preserve botanical medicine in its most active state, as well as deliver effective standardized doses to the body. So join us on our journey as we try to help our customers feel better and be better, half a teaspoon at a time.
Well done. You're 25?
I am,
That
yeah.
was really well done.
How many
Thank
times
you.
did you rehearse that?
850 over and
You did
over.
very
Exactly
good.
the
Thank
right
you.
very good.
I tried not to look at your eyes. I'm sorry. I just had to look up. But
yeah.
it's
You
so
got it
crazy
out.
being
You did
here.
great.
And I'm sorry, you have samples as well to try.
Be Better has 5 products featuring herbs that Marco says help with immunity, stomach relief, brain and mood support, sleep, and energy.
So energy honey is infused with Greek coffee, Greek sea salt, and Greek cinnamon. Obviously helps with electrolytes, caffeine, antioxidants, and then cinnamon helps extend your blood sugar over a longer period of time so you don't have a crash.
So I just put this in my coffee or my
so
tea?
typically the best way that I say to consume it is to take half a teaspoon under your tongue because there's capillaries in your mouth that will help absorb it more effectively.
Where did you say the ingredients came from?
From a place called Mount Athos in Greece. It's the world's largest monastic community, and it's protected by the United Nations.
I've been there. It's so beautiful.
It's very beautiful.
Gorgeous.
And it's actually the only place on the entire planet where it's a sizable island that's never been exposed to pollution, pesticides, herbicides, or any forms of modern agricultural practices. And that's why I wanted to go there and study what made the botanicals there so special.
So are you getting some of the botanicals or ingredients from there? Or did you just go there for research?
So I originally went there just to see and research and understand, but I was able to make an agreement with them. So I'm the first person in North America who's ever been able to bring the herbs from Mount Athos here.
Really?
Wow.
And what does this cost?
So Sunny Honey is $80, and all the remaining 4 products are $75.
How much does it cost you to make?
$40. $10 of that is shipping. I ship everything from my parents' house. I've been in my parents' basement for the past 4 months just
Hold on,
by
back
myself.
up again. So you're in the basement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Packing this stuff up
So you
and
get a
shipping them out.
pallet in the
Exactly.
garage.
And I label them all myself because I don't trust them to do the labels because they were slanted.
That's why they're all straight.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So tell me, how big can this get exactly?
So we kind of blew up on TikTok with about like 600,000 followers now.
Wow.
Yeah,
Oh my
this
gosh.
happened very recently over the past few months.
Wow.
Okay.
And then
for you.
since January, we've done $300,000 in sales.
What,
this
since
year.
January?
Yeah, since January.
In like
Oh.
4 months.
4
That's
months.
crazy.
Or 350,000 now, yeah.
How many directly from TikTok? Like how many of your sales come?
They're all directly from either Instagram or TikTok, and
Yeah.
we've never spent $1 advertising.
That's
way.
crazy good.
Yeah,
What did you do last year? What were you-
60,000.
60,000.
Yeah, so
That's a big jump.
thank you.
And what do you think you'll do this year?
So it's going to be somewhere in an absolute worst case scenario, it'll be 600,000, and then if it just sales continue to what they are now, it'll be 1.2 million.
Why hasn't anyone else done this?
I don't know. Honestly, and I've
Well,
wondered
does
that.
it
Get ready for them to copy.
Basically, I filed a patent in Canada and the United States. They haven't been reviewed yet. I really just did it myself. I didn't have a
Patents on
lawyer.
what?
It's on the process of creating a standardized dose for honey for a therapeutic purpose. So
Oh,
the reason why this is so
smart.
different is because if you infuse herbs with honey, it's likely that they'll separate and some will go to the top and some will go to the bottom.
Yeah.
But it was very important to me that everybody knew in each half a teaspoon, which is the serving size, they know exactly how much they're getting. It's truly the most amazing thing to be able to create something.
All right, Marcos.
Yes.
I got sold like as soon as you said my grandmother and me, and I'm doing this business to honor her. My grandmother saved my life. She's the reason why I'm here today. And then I started to hear about your business, how you got here, and you're absolutely amazing.
Thank you so much.
I want to get you out of your parents' basement.
I'm ready.
And so I'm going to make you an offer. I'm going to do $150,000 for 20%,
Okay.
10% royalty, until I get five times my money. And then the royalty falls off the table after that.
You don't have the
That's a
margins to give a
great
10%
Thank you for your
royalty.
offer.
It's a win-win, Marcos, win-win.
I appreciate the offer.
you win.
I
I don't know,
you win.
Yeah.
You definitely win.
It's a win.
I still hear no other offers.
Marcos, I see something in you that I saw in myself. For me to scale 1-800-GOT-JUNK, I had to start making some mistakes and realizing I couldn't do everything. And I hear you say, I didn't trust them to do the labeling right. There's so much passion and love you
Yeah.
pour in, which is a great thing. But to scale this,
Right.
how do you get out of your way? And I worry that an investor is going to come in and tell you to get out of your own way versus you organically feeling that and seeing that on your own.
Right.
That's my wish for you. But at this stage, I'm going to be out.
That's okay. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
that. It's a very valid criticism. Thank you.
So I think that this could be a good lifestyle business for you, but just not a scalable, investable business for me. I'm out.
Marcos, there's no doubt in my mind that you're an incredibly impressive human being. Your ability to connect with your followers and to create a customer base for yourself organically, honestly, I know any of the other entrepreneurs that have come through here would kill for that skill. What you need help with would be to build an organizational structure around this so that you can rely on other people to be able to replicate what it is that makes you special.
Thank you.
I'm out. I wish you the best.
It's exactly what you said. It's who you put around you to be able to scale it. If an investor wants to scale too quickly, you can ruin a business.
Right.
You can come in, you can start to tell people, oh, you got to scale fast, you got to do these things, we're going to use machines. It's about doing it in the right way. Honestly, the first thing I wrote down was I'd love to be his mentor. And I think I can help you take this even further. So I'm going to offer you $150,000 for 20%.
I see a lot of myself in you.
Thank you.
And I literally labeled my own caviar jars. I had that
Right.
same control issues, letting go, and I would love to be a mentor to you.
I appreciate that.
I would offer you $150K for 15% of the business, so less there. And I just want a royalty until I get 2 times my money back.
How much is the royalty?
The same as West, 10%.
10%. You don't have the margins for 10% royalty.
Right. The thing is, I don't feel comfortable with a royalty.
Okay.
Is there any chance, well, Arlene and Michelle would be interested in going together or no? For just 15%?
I would take my offer to 15%.
Yeah.
But I don't want to partner.
I think my intuition is telling me to accept Arlene's offer.
That's amazing. I'm so excited about this.
Congratulations.
This opportunity.
Congratulations.
Thank you,
Marcos,
Michelle.
you're fantastic.
Thank you.
Honestly, you're
Unbelievable,
fantastic.
actually.
Thank you so much.
I think you touched on it. He needs a mentor.
Yeah.
I blacked out. But I feel very good, very accomplished. I'm happy that I did something outside of my comfort zone.
How could these be ocean-friendly balls?
Because they're recyclable. They're not just being thrown in the ocean.
You use a lot of buzzwords, organic, ocean-friendly.
Yeah.
You're definitely a marketer. Barry, I give you that.
Next up, an IT specialist hoping the Dragons have a ball with his product.
Dragons, my name is Barry Donaldson, and I'm from Toronto, Ontario. I am the owner and CEO of Blue Organics, an e-commerce specializing in organic play for toddlers. I'm here today to offer you 17% of my company for $250,000. Now, Dragons, like a lot of parents, I'm extremely cautious about the ingredients and the things my kids play with. I remember my daughter was about 8 months old and we got invited to a birthday party. There was one of those public ball pits. My daughter's eyes just lit up.
So much bacteria.
Yes. I'm gonna get to that.
Right.
So when I saw my little chubby leg daughter beelining towards that ball pit, the protective instincts kicked in. I swooped in, scooped her up.
And she cried.
Oh my goodness, her face, she was absolutely heartbroken. As soon as I got home, me and her mom began scouring the internet, trying to find her a personal-sized ball pit, but we couldn't find anything that was stylish, aesthetically pleasing, and safe. This began Blue's journey. We wanted to make handcrafted ball pits so parents didn't have to worry about it. So, I want to know who's ready to turn back the hands of time
I'm going in a ball pit.
and have a little bit of fun like we did when we were younger.
Absolutely.
Oh my God, get in like a hot tub.
I'm not gonna get into a ball pit. I'm not gonna
The Baloo ball pits come in 5 sizes and in 5 different colors, with prices starting at $139.
Okay, that was a lot of fun, I'm not gonna lie.
That was a shockingly comfortable ball pit.
Yes.
Like
Because you've been in many ball pits to compare it to, Michelle? Okay, so Barry,
Yes.
the business is the foam ball pits and the balls?
Yeah, so we sell ball pits and play mats in different sizes and shapes and
They're
stuff.
just styrofoam.
No, they're not
ball pits.
styrofoam. They're actually memory foam.
Okay, but
So-
that's been done already.
Oh, you are correct, but it's not done how we've done it.
Okay.
And what's different?
Okay, so the main thing is when you go online and you search for ball pits, it's coming from overseas. It's coming from China, it's coming from Poland. We are North America's only company that uses soy-based foam.
But what's the value add in having it done locally? What does the customer get that's
You
different?
get to control the quality. So parents are looking for anything that's made with less chemicals is better. Soy is a renewable substance. In September, we are releasing the world's first completely organic ball pit. The foam will be actually made from tree sap from rubber trees.
And the balls will be organic?
The balls can never be organic,
Okay.
right? Like, yeah.
What are
No,
the
not
balls?
balls.
What are the balls made of?
LDPE, so it's like a low-density plastic. They are ocean-friendly, they are recyclable.
I'm just worried you're making claims that are not quite true.
Sorry, what's the claim?
How could these be ocean-friendly balls?
Because they're recyclable. They're not just being thrown in the ocean. There's other means for them. Like they get recycled.
You use a lot of buzzwords.
Will they?
Organic, ocean-friendly. You're definitely a marketer, Barry. I give you that.
I have to ask, what are your sales? I have to ask.
You want to ask?
Yeah.
So to date, in 3.5 years, we've sold $1.8 million.
In 3.5 years.
Yes.
How much is that?
That's $329.
How much to make?
So we make it for about $130. Our gross margins on all our products across the board are around 55 to 65%.
55 to 65
Yes.
gross margin.
Yep.
And your net margin?
We've been hovering around 18%. This year, they'll be 30.
That's not bad.
Is that something that you can still continue to keep low once you start growing?
100%. So part of the reason why I'm here is to help lower the cost of our goods.
Do you pay yourself?
So I pay myself $1,000 a month. and I have for the whole time. I started investing with $75,000 in the company. We also took another $75,000 from a family member, and we've since paid them off.
So you've paid back all the money
Paid
that's
back.
been
I own
invested?
100% of the company.
Okay, and you paid yourself $12,000?
Pretty much, yeah. So I'm an IT person by day. I work for the city of Toronto, and so that's my bulk of my money that I use for my expenses and stuff.
This is a side hustle.
This is a side hustle, but I don't want to call it a side hustle.
Why not?
Because this is my baby. I'm passionate about this. I can't tell you about how many nights I've slept in the warehouse in one of these things.
It's a side hustle because you have a 9 to 5.
Maybe, no, my 9 to 5 is my side hustle. This is my passion.
But Barrett, why aren't you going for your passion?
So living in Toronto is very, very expensive. And when you're doing a startup business, you can't really take that chance. So instead of me doing that,
Barry, I did.
I did.
Unfortunately, I couldn't. Not everybody is in a position to do that. On top of that, I have 2 very young children.
I had 3.
Totally understand. And I respect that. But how I make up for it is I'm up at 5 in the morning, 3.5 hours before my job starts at the warehouse, gluing and getting ready for the day's order. When my work is done, I come home from 6 till midnight. I'm back in the warehouse. Weekends, I'm in the warehouse. When I'm not with my kids, this is what I'm all about.
But Barry, you haven't made any money.
There is profit.
Had you paid yourself, you would have no profit.
Potentially, we'd probably be.
I can't have an employee who work without pay.
We are on a cusp of really pushing through to that next level, and I know with your help, we will.
I just don't see your value proposition. I don't see what is different here than all of the other competitors in the space. I'm out.
For me, it's just not ready for investment. I'm worried about your pricing, worried about the claims you're making, worried about the size of the market. For now, I'm out.
I don't think it has the scale that I'm looking for in an opportunity, and I'm out.
Understood.
And Barry, I'll go. I think you have a really great lifestyle business, but this isn't a business that I can see being a 20, 30, 50, $100 million business anytime soon. So I'm out.
I know you're out, but I'd like to say one thing. I'm willing to put in the work that if I have a partner beside me, we're turning this into...
But Barry, you have to believe that the market's there, and I don't believe that the market is there.
Okay, projected sales were back over $500,000.
I know, but that's a lifestyle business. That's not an investable business.
I just don't have the capital yet to blast through.
I appreciate the tenacity, but learning how to listen to the no so that you take something from it is very important.
Understood.
Barry,
yes.
You got a day job. I can't invest behind someone who this is secondary to them. It's got to be number one. So I'm going to be out for that reason.
Wes, I got to say, I disagree here. I disagree. I understand, I think investors want their founders to obviously to prioritize their business, but the economic reality of a lot of people starting businesses at later stages in life is that they have responsibilities that they have to adhere to. And I don't think that should be the only thing that deters you as an investor. That's all.
And so are you in or out?
Well, I admire your passion. I had a great time in the ball pit. But I think this is a novelty product. I think children grow quickly and
But they keep coming.
I hear you.
And we also have a 25 to 30% customer return rate.
I admire your sales. You're not going to let Simu say no.
You know what? I'm here to make a deal, and
I respect the side hustle, I truly do. I was an accountant working at Deloitte, a first-year associate, miserable. I was Googling Craigslisting acting jobs on the side. I skipped work to be an extra on Pacific Rim. But I wasn't an investable business then. I couldn't walk into an agency at that point and say, hey, represent me, put everything you have into me. And so I'm out, but I want you to keep going. I want you to prove that this is a scalable business and then come back to these guys and show Wes what you can do with the side hustle.
Prove me wrong.
Dragons, thank you very much for the opportunity.
Thank you. Good luck.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you, Barry.
Listen, the bottom line is, as an entrepreneur, you have to worry about burnout.
Yeah,
He's telling me that he's spending every waking hour
And
doing
he's got
this.
2 young kids.
It's not sustainable.
Everybody's entitled to their opinions, but I'm going to make sure that I prove them wrong.
See how it lifts up and
do see
breaks
the
down
difference.
the texture?
She's beautiful.
If this dragon thing doesn't work out, I could become a brow tech.
Exactly. That looks amazing.
Yeah.
This next entrepreneur is hoping her big idea raises some eyebrows.
Hello, Dragons. My name is Michelle, and I'm from Toronto, Ontario. I love creating all things lashes and brows for my brand, Lash Artisan Beauty, and today I'm seeking $50,000 in exchange for 15% of my company. So, Dragons, what if I told you that I can make you look more youthful without the need for surgery or needles?
I'm in.
I'm in. Everyone says yes to that.
Yes, and I'm so excited to introduce to you Elevate Brows. It is a DIY brow lamination kit that I've created specifically for consumers. If you have struggled with thin, sparse, unruly, or stubborn brows, then this product is for you. It is a 3-step solution treatment that changes the texture of your brow hairs by making them semi-permanently soft and malleable so that you can easily brush them into a fuller and more defined look every day. And the best part is, it will last you up to 4 weeks. We have our lovely Megan.
I thought you were going to do Brian's brows.
I was so looking forward to bigger, bushier brows.
And Manjeet, if you could come up and do the demo for us to show us.
But I already have beautiful full brows.
Of course.
I was born with them like this.
We would love for you to show us why Elevate Brows is a game changer in the brow industry.
Manjeet, now the brow tech.
Yeah.
Michelle says the Elevate Brows product uses a gentler organic formulation to soften brow hairs.
See how it lifts up and breaks down the texture?
She's beautiful.
Perfect.
The DIY kit allows you to laminate your brows at home for $25. A similar service at a salon would cost about $125.
If this dragon thing doesn't work out, you know, I could become a brow tech.
Exactly. That looks amazing.
High five.
Thank you.
Well
Okay,
done.
thank you.
Golf
So
clap.
the rest of you
Well done.
dragons, if you uncover your side tables, I have created your own DIY brow lamination kit. Thank you, Megan.
Thank you for being my first customer.
Thanks, Megan.
Michelle, is that something everyone wants? Do I need this? Like, would Eugene Levy do this? I mean...
So it is unisex, so you could use it for men.
The only
or
thing I have
his
is that's it. That's all I have. So I got to take care of it.
Yes, exactly. So over the pandemic, everybody was selling professional kits on Amazon. And that's when we had this outbreak of literally people burning off their skin and brow hairs.
Yeah.
They were losing everything. Being in a professional setting for over a decade, having a studio downtown Toronto, we have done all the services, and brows has been something that we've been doing for over a decade as well. I knew that I could create something that was safer to use.
Michelle, are you running a salon and doing this on the side? Is this a side hustle?
I still run the business with the B2B line and as well our studio
Is
downtown.
that your background, doing brows?
So, no, I started in dentistry when I was 21 because I had to prove that I could still be somebody.
Because of your family?
Because I became a teen mom at 14.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
And yes, I had to prove that I was... Sorry.
It's okay.
It's okay.
Because we were an immigrant family from Malaysia. And I had to prove to them that I was still worthy. And I've spent technically my whole life doing that.
You are worthy, Michelle.
I knew I wanted to do more, so I left dentistry and pursued this very niche market because it was trending.
And you're doing this for you?
This is a monumental moment for me because you've all validated that I deserve to be
Of course.
here.
Absolutely.
It's really hard to live up to their expectations, right?
Yes, 100%. You know, I believe in myself now. It took a long time. So
I think with every immigrant story, which is so empowering, it's this idea of people coming from far away with hopes and dreams of building a better life. There's always this sense of the pressure that's put on the next generation to live a life that's worthy of that sacrifice and of that gift. And so, I mean, I know I felt it being a dumbass through school, getting, you know, just skipping
There's just
class.
a lot of crippling expectations.
So being in front of you all just validates that I've done something right.
You followed your heart.
Yeah.
Michelle, talk to us about sales. What are you at right now?
So we got into Walmart with just the concept. And,
What do you mean, just the concept?
Literally, I went to Walmart and I pitched to a buyer who happened to had brow lamination done in studios all the time. She said, yes, here is the list of all the things you need to meet. And 80% of that list I had already met. And I said, let's do it. So we launched 2023. We sold 33,000
Okay, so how about year to date, 12 months? How much have you done?
It's not so great. We have only sold about $8,000 in Walmart, but they had actually expanded us to 80 more stores. So
why isn't it doing well?
Fewer sales?
I have not put in any marketing money, so we are just counting on walk-by traffic in the beauty category aisle in Walmart.
Have you tried online? Have you tried other retailers like
So
drugstores?
online, it's all based on just organic posting on Instagram. We sell more through our studio. So we have reached out to other people's brow pages and looked at
So how many kits have you sent to influencers to make content?
We've probably sent out about 120 and maybe got 50 reviews and 50 videos back.
So that's still not a bad ratio.
But it's still not translating into sales.
I know, that's why I'm here, Manjeet.
So your frustration is my frustration?
My frustration, because I wanted to do it right.
Hey, Michelle, listen, mom at 14, and you became an entrepreneur with all those things that you're dealing with.
Thank you.
The business for me is too early. There's a lot of education needed, and I'm not the person to help you with that challenge, so I'm going to be out.
Yeah. I
She
didn't want
wants
to
someone to help her who understand how to spend money in e-commerce. Somebody in white.
Yeah, but like, you're not spending a lot of money when you're sending out a $2 product.
No.
Like, you have a gold mine here. You should make a list of 100,000 influencers and send it to every single one of them. And even if 10% of those convert, that's probably built you a $2 million business, right?
Yes.
I can't do that work for you.
Right.
Michelle, everything about you, your hustle and your grit, I feel like it's exactly what we look to do at Markham Valley Ventures. I started this fund with the dream of elevating minority entrepreneurs and founders with a dream, but just trouble taking those final steps, opening the doors.
Right.
However, I think it's just a little bit early.
Okay.
And so I'm out, but please let's stay in touch.
Okay.
Michelle, the business is probably worth $50,000 today.
Right.
And the reality is you're just too early for an investor. So I wish you the best, but I'm going to be out.
Okay.
Michelle, you have built an innovative product. I'm out today as an investment, but good luck.
Thank you.
I think you're early and you've got some hustle and some work to do. You're going to figure this out, but for that reason, I'm out.
So you might not realize this, but you actually have a piece of e-commerce gold here. Because if you ship out this packaging, it's going to cost you $10 to get to a consumer. If you ship out this packaging with this weight and this thinness, it's going to cost you $1. So you have an incredible business that you can build online here. And what you need is someone on your team that can help build that.
I really don't want to let this go,
Okay.
but I feel like I would need your expertise.
Before the break, all of the dragons were out on this eyebrow beauty business. But now Simu is trying to convince Michelle to reconsider.
I really don't want to let this go,
Okay.
but I feel like I would need your expertise. I need you to build the e-commerce of it all, and I think you know that space so well. And I think it's a low risk. It's either going to really hit or it's
I will
going
do the work. Whatever you need me to do, I will do. I promise.
Simu, do you think you can get a couple of big influencers on board?
I could give you a list of hundreds. Absolutely.
Okay, if you can do the influencer piece, I can do the e-commerce piece.
Okay.
Wow.
Wow. What's the deal?
Okay, Michelle, we're offering $50,000 for 30%. What do you say?
Yes.
Oh,
No pause.
Oh my God. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't want to get you late. Thank you so much.
The Michelles are in together.
Michelle.
I knew I couldn't let you walk away.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Well done.
Thank you, Dragon.
Congratulations, Michelle.
All right, pal.
Let her walk.
No, I couldn't do it.
Well
I
done.
couldn't do it.
Well done. Michelle, once you did this, that's where I saw the business model, the shipping.
Yeah.
This changes everything
It
for her.
changes everything.
I feel like I belong. I feel like I've done it. I've done something to prove that I'm worthy.
I'm Neil.
I'm Omid.
And we're co-founders of Vodka.
So vodka is vodka made out of milk sugar that would otherwise be thrown away.
We have a tradition to always start an important meeting with a shot of vodka.
That tastes like vodka.
Now let's see where this vodka comes from.
What? What? Is that a cow? Oh my God, that's a live cow.
That's right. Our vodka starts with milk from cows like Jenny. It's our milk vodka and our whole line of lactose-free cream liqueurs.
So just explain to us how the vodka is from the cow.
So we use a product called milk permeate, which is essentially skim milk run through a really expensive piece of cheesecloth that separates the sugars from the proteins and the fat. And this liquid sugar is a lot like molasses for a rum distillery for us. So we put it in the tank, have the right yeast eat it up, and a couple of days later we come back and we can distill it into the vodka.
Oh, that's smart. Really admire you guys. You guys have definitely found innovation in a category that hasn't had much in a very long time.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Great, guys.
All right,
Great job,
great to meet you guys.
Well, it's been a year since we've been on the Den.
We ended up doing some great business with the dragon that put faith in us, Manjeet Minhas.
And the proof is in the profits. A year ago, we were at about 2.2 million in revenue, but weren't profitable yet. And this year, we've been able to grow to more than 3.5 million and reach profitability.
This is where we brew up our success. We start with essentially skim milk with the sugar separated from the proteins and the fat. We add into our 3 10,000-liter fermenters, and we mix them with yeast from our little Donis here that can eat that milk sugar and turn it into alcohol. From there, it goes into our finishing still until it's above 95% alcohol. That's the kind of purity you need to make vodka, and also a basis for the cream liqueurs. In the last year, we've added lots of new equipment and scaled up our operation so we can make double the amount of cream liqueur that we used to be able to make. And now you can find vodka in over 500 different liquor stores across Canada.
A big part of the growth in the last year has been our partnership with Manjeet. She saw an opportunity to support us and go Canadian. So we provide a cream base, and then Manjeet and her team adds flavor, their special alcohols to make a finished product. And so it's a great partnership.
Hi guys, how are you?
We're doing great. Well, thanks so much for joining us here in Almont.
It's been a little while since we've chatted, but I know lots has happened.
Well, in the last year, it's really jumped up. Our sales are up 90%.
It's been so great partnering with you guys. The quality of your product is so good. I'm so excited to see what comes next.
So what we're really excited about is to make this same alcohol that you drink into fuel ethanol. So we're working with the Michigan Milk Producers Association to build a fuel ethanol plant where we'll turn milk sugar into fuel for your car. And I mean, it's such an exciting project. People in the dairy community get so excited about this idea of turning something that they didn't know what to do with into a real valuable product.
That moment where you see all the work that we put into it finally coming together, it's amazing.
Can I pour you a little bit?
For sure.
Awesome.
For us, we want to expand outside of Ontario, outside of Canada, and into the world. And that's going to be the next big step for us.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Beautiful. See you again soon. Enjoy.
She's now the first female owner in the Canadian Elite Basketball League. This Calgary entrepreneur runs one of the largest alcohol producers in North America, with annual sales topping $270 million.
We're looking for the next big thing. Is it you?
Dragon's Den Season 20. Auditions are now open.
If you have a business ready to scale, we want to hear from you.
So what are you waiting for?
Get your application in now.
Head to cbc.ca/dragonsden.
Stop dreaming, start pitching.
Everyone's telling me about pickleball. I thought, oh, come on, pickleball, how much fun can it be? It's fun. I mean, I had a player that was a little problematic that was opposite me.
Okay.
But other than
I was just going to say how much fun I had playing opposite you, Arlene, but I take it back.
Fun.
We want to get a Dragon in so they can get us into more of a national retailer and hopefully go worldwide and international and
dominate the pickleball paddle industry.
Finally, pickleball partners looking to rally the Dragons for a deal.
Oh, I can do that.
Well, hello, Dragons. My name is Jorge.
My name is Charity.
We are from Edmonton, Alberta, and our company is Turco Pickleball. We're here today to ask for $80,000 in exchange for 20% of our business. Back in 2020, I founded Turco Pickleball with the mission to create the highest quality pickleball paddle in the market. I wanted players to feel confident knowing that their product was backed by a Canadian national champion himself.
So unless you've been living under a rock, you have certainly heard that pickleball is the fastest growing sport in North America. And this is where we come in. We have developed a series of paddles that is extremely high quality as well as very competitively priced. Now, we have done 100 prototypes, but we finally discovered our secret sauce. We developed a proprietary system of layering paddle face materials to create precisely the feel we were looking for. All right, Dragons, who's ready to play some pickle with Jorge?
Let's do it.
I've never touched a pickleball before.
Turco pickleball paddles are made of fiberglass and carbon fiber. They have 5 different types of paddles for all skill levels, including a kid's racket. They're currently selling online and in select retailers.
This is so fun, actually.
Yeah.
There we go.
She won! She won!
Thank you, Jorge. That was awesome.
Everyone's telling me about pickleball. I thought, oh, come on, pickleball, how much fun can it be? It's fun.
It is lots of fun,
these
yeah.
paddles were very easy to use. I mean, I had a player that was a little problematic that was opposite me.
Okay.
But other than
I was just going to say how much fun I had playing opposite you, Arlene, but I take it back.
The modern look, they're super light and sturdy. I just don't understand. I mean, how would someone who is new to the game tell the difference?
Our paddles, the newer technology is the carbon fiber technology. So this is gonna have a lot of spin, which is being used a lot in pickleball right now. You need to be able to have power and spin. So what we've done with this paddle is we actually have them a little thicker so that you actually don't lose control on them as well.
Are you saying it makes it easier to play pickleball?
It makes it easier to play, yes.
So Jorge, you invented it?
Yes, I invented it.
And so how do you guys know each other then?
Jorge is my coach, actually. I started playing pickleball 2 years ago, and I believed in these products he was producing so much that I asked him if I could please become his business partner. I was able to purchase half the shares of the Turco company, and we've been in business for a little over a year now.
What's the story of the dude on the bottom and on your shirt?
The dude on the bottom is just myself. So my nickname is right in the paddle, is Turco. And what that means is curly hair. When I had hair, it was curly.
Okay. All right, so how much does a Quadro Turco run me?
To buy at retail, we're selling the carbon fiber paddles for $210 Canadian.
Wow.
$210 Canadian.
Which is an extremely
good price.
Well-priced. Similar paddles from one of the top brands are running you anywhere from about $250 on the lower end up to some as much as $400.
So they're actually more expensive than yours?
They are.
And these are better?
Absolutely, yeah. These are better and cheap.
How much does it cost you to make?
The carbon-faced paddles on average are about $30.
Oh, wow, so decent margins.
Great margins.
These are the newest technology, so most players are looking to play with the carbon fiber face.
What are your sales like?
So we have done really well in the Edmonton and a little bit into the Calgary area. In 2023, we sold $120,000 in paddles. In 2024, first quarter, we sold $62,000.
And this is just in Calgary and Edmonton?
Pretty much.
Is there a reason why you're not on Amazon right now? Because I just feel like for so many people who are trying the sport for the first time, they call up their friends, they're like, hey, I need a paddle in a few days. Amazon is where they go.
Our paddles are not at that price point where they're going to be competitive on Amazon.
And people are going to Amazon for a deal, $210 bucks. If you see that originally.
I totally disagree. I buy thousands and thousands of super expensive products on Amazon all day long. You can do a cheap paddle if you want, but you have the market, just literally use it as a distribution channel.
And that's the route we could go as well, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
John McEnroe has a pickleball racket, and you can find it on Amazon, and it ships anywhere in the world. So it's going to be a crowded space.
Did you just say celebrity endorsements?
Yeah. I did say celebrity endorsements.
This might be the Under Armour Steph Curry strategy, where you go after all the junior players, you lock them up really early, and then you can get them later on. Like, there's actually an emotional connection with sports equipment that people have.
Okay, what's everybody doing? What's everyone thinking?
You like it? Do you like it?
Yeah.
I think it's great margins. Let's see what other people are doing.
The e-com side.
Yeah, I think we really saw pickleball explode as a cultural phenomenon in the last few years. But I think as an investor, we've missed out on the critical kind of explosive moment. So I wish you the best of luck, but I'm out.
Looks like fun. I just think you guys, as a business investment, are too early. I'm out.
I'll go next. The question that I have for myself is, do I want to get into the pickleball sport? And I think I do. So I'm going to do the $80,000 for 30%.
Any other offers out there?
Very fair offer.
Your energy is contagious. Manjeet says you're early. I think the best part of this is that you're early. I want to get in early, and we want to do a deal together. So Michelle's going to pitch you on the numbers.
I think Wes made you a very fair offer. Our offer is going to be a little bit different because you have very high margins. So we would do $80,000 for 20%. You get 2 dragons, but we would want a 10% royalty as well.
Alberta, I love a good Canadian story. I particularly love that you're not afraid to take on the big guys.
Okay.
I would give you $80,000 for a 10% royalty. I don't want any equity, but that does not mean that I'm not going to be very involved.
That's a good deal.
Can we just chat for one quick second?
Of course.
Okay, paddle tap.
Paddle tap.
Thank you all for your very generous offers.
We're going to counter offer one of the
Yeah, I
offers.
think we're gonna make a little counter offer here. We love the idea of having 2 dragons come on board to give us the expertise that you can bring along. What we would like to see is if you would be willing to negotiate to a 5% royalty, but the rest of the terms the same, $80,000 for 20%.
Wow. Wow.
Do you have 5% royalty?
We'll do it.
We'll do it.
So awesome.
Congratulations.
Your energy is amazing. You can see your love for the sport. Congrats.
Thank you very much.
Jorge, you're awesome.
Well done.
Excited.
Woo! Oh my God. This is so awesome.
got it.
Yeah. Paddle tap. We did it.
Next time on Dragon's Den.
It's okay to be emotional. Business is emotional.
I ran this as a side business because I wanted to make my parents proud.
And everybody knows how to flush a toilet and, use a sink, but a boat is a little bit more complicated.
I know a lot of guys that don't know how to flush a toilet. I was gonna say, it's like,
Oh, goodness.
And here you go. Flip the switch. They're wind resistant. There you go.
The party's over! The party's over!